let's just be honest. If I'm Jan Blachowicz, do I finish in that position? 100% of the time. 100% of the time. Hooks in against the fence, you're belly down. I'm taking home $50,000 extra. That is happening.
Alex made an appearance on the ConnectCast podcast, and they ran the clip through AI to translate it. Here's what Alex said.
I make a bet with Anthony Smith. I let him take my back, put the hooks in, and give him 5 minutes to finish me. We can bet. Like he said, I'd win a $50K bonus. He said it was a sure thing. So if he sees me saying this here, I want him to accept. He takes my back, sees that my arm was trapped. No, he has to finish.
Incomplete, your 50K penalty.
He pays the 50 bills. Then I allow him to take my back, put the hooks, right? Both of us sitting there, right?
Game on.
So here we go. All right. I'll have 5 minutes to get up and stand. Well, if I get up in 1 minute or 4 minutes, no matter. I stood up, he lost, he pays 50K, got it? If he finishes me, okay?
The fight is confirmed. He is going to reach the destination. Anthony Smith, you and Alex POATAN at the Performance Institute, valued at $50,000. Just need to finish with the lock position. Nothing more. It's on, Alex.
Agreed.
Ready.
High five for him.
In an interview this week in Brazil, he put up a challenge. You talk about his grappling.
Yeah.
He said it like
what do you say? Like Alex Pereira said he would put up 50K.
Yeah, it's like rules.
But I could start on his back.
Yeah.
I could start on his back, hooks in,
and have 5 minutes.
I got 5 minutes to finish him, and he wants to put 50K up for it.
Yeah.
I'll take his 50K.
Yeah.
I'll take his money.
Yeah. How do you finish him?
If I start on his back, I'll choke. 100%.
All right, what's up, MMA fans? How's everybody doing? That's good. Welcome back to Hothead Productions, the MMA channel of unpopular opinion. All right, I was going to do a reaction video to UFC 301, but after watching the Vitor Pettrino and Anthony Smith fight, I have to do just a video on everything that's gone down with that fight and everything that's happening with Anthony Smith in general. Got my red eye ice cap here. Got to keep myself going. Been waking up too early. So, the beginning of the fight, POATAN, Alex Pereira, they've been having a little back and forth, him and Anthony Smith. So the camera stopped on him, and he was spotted falling asleep on his coach's shoulder. So I thought that was, or one of his training coach's shoulders. So I thought that was really cute. That was funny. So Alex Pereira came out. What happened was Anthony Smith said something on his podcast about Alex Pereira, whether or not his black belt in jiu-jitsu is legitimate, like I questioned on my channel as well. I believe it very well could be legitimate, but it was a weird time to give it to him, and there are levels to this shit, like Anthony Smith says. Anyways, that's all he said is he questioned, I guess, or the way he said he was talking about Alex Pereira's jiu-jitsu pissed off Alex Pereira. So Alex Pereira came back and offered, I'll give you my back. You can put your hooks in, have my back, and you have 5 minutes to try to he has 5 minutes to try to get out of it, or Anthony Smith has 5 minutes to choke him out. So they asked Anthony Smith at the post-fight press conference. They asked Anthony Smith about it. They brought it up, and he questioned them a little bit, like checking what the details of the bet were, because he's offered him $50,000. Alex Pereira's put $50,000 up. So Anthony Smith essentially, not essentially, he has accepted the offer. Whether or not this will be at the PI or it'll be at a grappling event, this is exciting. Alex Pereira versus Anthony Smith, $50,000 grappling match. It's crazy. I'm excited for that. Alex Pereira's going to give him his back for 5 minutes. That's crazy. So that's going on. Of course, Alex Pereira had to fall asleep on the shoulder there during the intro. Anthony Smith at the post-fight press conference, he praised Brazil. He really he looked great in the fight. He just seems so clear right now, and he even says that, like in the interview. He's thinking clearly. He's fighting clearly. He's not overthinking things. He's just living in the moment, he said. So I really like to hear that from Anthony Smith, because I've always been a gigantic fan. I've always been a huge fucking fan of Anthony Smith through the thick and the thin. But one thing I've always thought about him is that he overthinks. You can tell he does. He's a major overthinker when it comes to like he is an analyst, so of course he's going to overanalyze his own fighting, right? So I've always thought that he did too much thinking and not enough swinging. So it's nice to see that he's living in the moment and doing more swinging and less thinking. What's next? He was questioned again at the post-fight press conference. He was questioned again about saying that the UFC fans and the MMA fans are stupid. He doubled down on that shit, and he said, "Yeah, the MMA fans are dumb. Sorry guys, but you are stupid." Yeah, I just want to say, anyone that wants to talk any shit about Anthony Smith in the comments right now here, you can do that, but that makes you a fucking idiot. So just know that if you do want to trash Anthony Smith, you have to do it in the comments, but that makes you a fucking idiot, okay? As far as Hothead Productions is concerned. So just remember that if you're going to comment about Anthony Smith. All right? Bruce Buffer fucked up. Poor guy, he takes his job way too seriously. Not that it's not an important job. He's the announcer of the UFC. Everybody loves his voice. Everyone loves the job that he does. It's not a big deal by any means, but I'm sure he's not happy with it. Hopefully he can not beat himself up too much. Everybody thought it was pretty funny, I thought. So yeah, when Bruce Buffer went to announce Anthony Smith's name, he started saying Vitor instead. I think he did say Vitor, got the whole name out. Just goes to show that a lot of you motherfuckers were counting out Anthony Smith on this fight. I never do. I never count him out. Because I'm a supporter. Ride till the wheels fall off. Yeah, of course. I'm not a fucking flaky, fake fucking bag of water like a lot of you fucking MMA fans are. But not only that, but where was I going with this? Yeah, of course I support him because I am like a loyal supporter. And like he said, there's levels to this shit. He was talking all the way through the build-up to this fight. He even went and worked UFC 300 in the middle of his camp. Never used it as an excuse or anything. He just went and trained in Vegas. But like he said, there's levels to this shit. So when Vitor went to go for a takedown, he left his head off to the side. You can't do that with somebody that has jiu-jitsu like Anthony Smith. It's just not something you can do. So Vitor pushed him back against the cage. If you didn't get to see the fight, it was over in the first round. They were feeling each other out a bit, and at first it maybe looked like Anthony Smith was not as comfortable as I'd hoped. Although he looked perfectly comfortable walking out and in the build up to the fight and everything, which I like to see. But it was a bit of an awkward start to the round. They were feeling each other out, dancing around, but then when Vitor went for that takedown, that was it. That was his demise. Fucking amateur shit. Anthony Smith was just like, really? Thank you. And he just kind of put his arm around, and the way he explained it is he didn't jump on it right away. He waited and allowed himself to cinch it into a better, tighter position. And by the time Vitor picked him up and slammed him down, which basically just slammed himself down on his own head, which isn't really helping you at all. He tried to pick up Anthony Smith and drop him down forward, but ended up DDTing himself, essentially. So that's not really a good strategy. And Anthony Smith just held in the guillotine, his first ever guillotine that he's got, which was funny because he was talking shit against some other fighters, like friends that he trains with and stuff like that, how they're always trying to get the guillotine and they never can. And then he realized that he had never gotten one. So he was actually hoping to get one, and he did get it. So he's on cloud 9 right now. Anthony Smith is happy as fuck, as he should be. I'm stoked. I'm always happy to see Anthony Smith get a win. I fucking love that guy. He gets such a hard time. Fuck you people. You guys are bags of water. It's fucking disgusting. Fucking whack ass fans. Where are we? Also in the post-fight interview, at the end of the interview, like while he was asking all the questions, he answered a question from a guy, and then he said, "Where are you from?" And he mentioned somewhere in Brazil. He said with a Brazilian accent. And Anthony Smith said, "Damn, you've been hiding the whole time? He's been Brazilian the whole time." He just laughed because Anthony Smith was just in such a good mood. The guy didn't look Brazilian, clearly. It wasn't trying to be a racial thing. It was just like he's lifted right now. He's happy. He's on cloud 9. So we're stoked for Anthony Smith. Jesse on Fire did a good rundown of Anthony Smith's record, and I'll show you that here now. And not only was it his first ever guillotine, but it was his first ever submission in Brazil. He said in the post-fight interview how he was excited that he got a submission in Brazil finally. It was his third time fighting in Brazil. And am I missing anything? I'll just show you guys a clip at the end here of Alex Pereira. He did an interview with his coach where they used some kind of a voice simulator to make him speak English, which is really cool and well done, actually. It must be some expensive technology. But I'll show you guys that clip now. Give me a like, comment, and subscription if you like the video. Hope everybody's doing good. Much love. I'm fucking out of here.